What's going on, guys? It is March the 31st, Friday, wait before the weekend, and we are back with another. This is Modern Dating Explanations. Before we jump in, I want to say thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I appreciate the comments, the supports, the likes, as well as hit the notification bell to make sure you stay in the loop. You guys can see the title right here. Modern women, once again, do not know what men want. Without further ado, let's get it.
I'm a warrior, I'm a soldier. And that is something that actually a man should be very grateful to have, because that's the kind of woman that will be able to support you. When you have a plan, when you have a project, she'll be able to be there for you and understand you.
Are you now telling men what they're supposed to value?
I'm telling men that they should value actually a woman that can help them. If the world was to end tomorrow, you would need a woman
Hang
that by your
on,
side.
1 second. That's the problem, right?
Don't men do that about women?
I'll tell you what the problem is. Like Linda said, right? Women don't know what men want. And the fact that you think you can sit there and tell men what they should actually want without actually asking them what they actually want is the problem.
Okay.
Did y'all hear her say that if the world were to end, we gonna look to a woman to help? Come on, man. I don't know any man at all who's gonna look to the left or the right and think, oh, this woman's gonna help me now that the world is ending. The fuck out of here. Come on.
Okay, I'll tell you how I know
Hold
this.
on. Do you know what women want?
Oh, we know what women want. We've been
Like
told
what?
we've been told what women want
Give us in 5 bullet
from day
points
one.
what
You
you
want a
think.
protector.
Five
You want
bullet
you want a
points.
provider.
Right.
Right. You want somebody who can be a good father.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You want someone to support your dreams if you have them. Right.
Right.
That is.
You want somebody who listens. You want a man who, like, we've heard all of this as men.
Okay.
Like, we've heard it for.
Y'all see how effortlessly that was? He didn't even have to even scratch his head to think of these things, man. Everybody already knows this so overly emphasized philosophical desires these women want. Everybody knows by this point. And obviously, like Kevin Samuels used to say back in the day, you know, you over here answering an answer with a question is the most easiest way to be disingenuous. And these chicks just, we'll let it go.
Like,
Listen, this
we've
is
heard
the,
it for decades.
This is the
to tell
facts.
you-
We
Yeah.
need you to be genuine.
No,
No, you don't.
No, we
Hang
do.
on, wait.
Let me ask you guys. What do you think men want?
Oh, I
give me
was
three.
just going to say.
Because I just named 5,
Okay,
and I got
give me
4
three,
out of
give me
5.
three.
Men want somebody that can be a support system without judgment. That means that when you come home and you're having your man problems, you can actually come to somebody and be that person that lays down and shows some sort of vulnerability without being judged, because a man is a man.
Bullet.
That sound like a baby. You trying to tell me when a man has a hard day, he's coming home to lay his head in his woman's lap and tell her about his day? If that ain't almost a therapist, I don't know. And I don't know about y'all, but anytime I've had a bad day, I ain't never in my mind thought of let me go lay my head in my lady's lap and feel better about it.
Bullet point them. Bullet point what men want.
One, that's one. You want somebody that can be caring but listening to you without judgment. You want somebody you can trust. Okay. 2, you want somebody that is nurturing, because that person is going to be your wife, is going to be the mother of your children, and your offspring. Obviously, they have to succeed in life, and you ideally. So you'd want somebody that can nurture that and create a home out of a house. And then 3rd, you probably want someone that can actually satisfy. Not probably, definitely that satisfies your needs sexually.
No, listen.
Wait.
Create a home out of a house? Come on now. I feel like she's super stretching it now. And how is the fact of, you know, the things you do for the children, how is that benefiting me as a man? I mean, yes, to a certain extent, in some way or fashion, correct. But these are things that men want, not so much, you know, for the family per se. And I'm not trying to separate the two, but I couldn't understand how that is something men are checking off the list. Like, she's got to have this quality. Come on now.
Where is the submission part, though?
Wait.
I was waiting for that.
Corporation
The submission comes from the part where the woman is supportive. Submission doesn't actually mean the woman has to be below a man. A woman needs to be supportive of his role.
Yeah, you don't know
the
what
same
men
way
want.
a man needs to be supportive of
You don't know
of
what
his
men
role.
want.
No.
You actually don't know what men want.
Well, I think if that's not what men want, there's the same way that women want certain things.
There's 3 guys here.
Men then should reconsider as well what they think women want. Because the problem is that I don't feel like people understand what a partnership or unionship means between a man and a woman.
It's another one of these, you know, women who like have very short-term memory. So Ra Garvey just literally gave off about 5 different reasons that they all agreed with. And he answers her to tell her she doesn't know the reason for what men really want. And then she follows back up and says that in actuality, men don't know what women want. That's why he looks so damn confused. I couldn't believe this mess. I mean, come on now.
There's a lack of understanding of what you're actually meant to be doing together.
So when I named those 4 or 5 things, was I generally right?
Yeah.
Kind of, but
Right,
not
okay.
really.
When you just,
I don't
when
need
you
somebody
just,
to
hang on,
support
when
my
you just went on
dreams.
your rant, do you think you were generally right?
Yes.
No, you weren't.
I believe I was, for sure.
This is the problem.
No, because, okay, so don't you want a woman that you come home and say, you know what, babe, I had
Okay,
a
so
stressful day,"
the
and
problem
she'll
so the
support
problem
in
is
that
you
way?
If you think you do
hang
that,
on,
why
the
don't
problem
you
is
tell her?
the problem is you speak a lot but you don't listen. That's the
Okay.
problem.
That's the biggest issue with 99% of them. They swear up and down what they talk is gospel, and it don't be making not a small bit of sense.
What did I
And
do
so
to
when
you?
men speak, and this has been the problem for like a long time, when men start speaking and telling you exactly what they want, women find excuses as to not give the men what they're actually asking for. Okay, so when men start saying what they want, women start saying, "Oh, that's misogynistic. Oh, that is that's patriarchy." All of these things. That's what women start saying. But men have been the same from day one. Men have generally not changed
I feel like
what
they
they
go
want.
along with that. Feminine friendly.
Fit.
And the saddest part about this is when I watch this, I watched a clip not too long ago about chicks complaining about washing clothes, complaining about cleaning the bathroom, even as much as doing the dishes. And what's crazy about that is these same women didn't even have a day job. It's like you get with a guy who sets you up to literally not have to do a thing, but the smallest things he asks for, you respond to him as if, that's slavery. That's beneath me. Why can't we hire somebody to do that? And the crazy part is, it's like, if you do that, then I really don't have any use for you. I mean, what value do you truly bring if the easiest things in the world that make my life at least a little bit more enjoyable as a man, since I'm paying for everything, and you can't even fulfill the small things, And then a lot of them, just like, I forgot to let him say it.
Feminine, friendly.
It goes to your point about submissiveness. So if you say that women react in that sort of way, if they don't, and they just say, yeah, okay, I'm understanding what you want, then that's the submissiveness that you are talking about, isn't it? Really, rather than being so direct. You're
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, because it's agreeable. So like disagreeable is a masculine trait.
And like masculine is like, for example, there was this woman I heard about some random shit, saying he's like they're married, and the woman is like, I don't want to have sex every day, this. It's my body. Shut the fuck up, man. When you get in a marriage, I own you, bitch. You are my bitch. So when you're my bitch, if I want to have sex, if I came home from a long day trying to provide for you, you're going to open your legs and I'm going to get smashing. Like, what the hell?
And that's where the joint ends. But listen, it goes along with 100% what we're seeing in mass today. Women have no problem whatsoever getting into a marriage, in so many words, giving men everything they want up to the marriage. Once they get in the marriage, all of a sudden, those same enjoyable characteristics go out the window. Why? Because they feel as if now they've made it, they ain't got to do nothing. And it's a shame. I mean, why else would you set a woman up to be in this kind of enjoyable and far more enjoyable lifestyle than what she was in before? And she repays you by not doing the simple things. Like Guy just said, I mean, even going as far as to tell you they don't even want sex, which I cannot believe, but you know what I mean? Like, once you really put those parameters around what a woman will and will not do, it makes me beg the question, is it even worth getting married? First off, you already don't know what we really want. And then on top of that, we get in a relationship, provide all the resources and gifts and, benefits that you truly do say you want, and then you give nothing back in return. It's absolutely insane. I tell you, this is a more enlightening thing I've ever seen. And I'm truly hoping more and more information comes out so these women can get an enlightenment, because it ain't looking good for them. It just ain't. And guys, that's all I got. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. I mean, is some of the things that we're looking for from women, I mean, simple stuff. I'm not asking you to necessarily, clean the floor with toothbrushes and all that kind of stuff, or so much as get on your hands and knees and scrub the floor. I'm not saying none of that, but I'm just saying the simple things, super easy to do. things that they want a maid to do. Are those too much to ask a woman to do in 2023? I mean, are we rewriting what marriage is really supposed to be? Or at least when it comes to simple, small tasks, are they too much? I don't know. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. Until the next. Peace.